Howdy, everyone. This is going to be Eden Zero, chapter 79. The which, that which obstructs and that which seals. Okay, so that's kind of a cryptic um, message, I guess. But for the cover page, we've got Moskoy in some army outfit, in some army camo, in the gun, and we see some paratroopers in the background. So in a ship. I don't really get that reference, but yeah, let's see. Okay, number 29. What does that mean? So, that's a new mystery that we've learnt now. So there's a bit of depth to Rebecca's character, and now she is being referred to as number 29. And we see Kraken Joe push Rebecca through the glass window, and she kind of slips in because it turns into water, and then he kind of reseals it again into glass. So yeah, that's I got to say, Kraken Joe definitely has a cool power. The way he can change different substances of a substance, the power to convert matter, alchemist. That is my ether gear. So yeah, that's confirmed what his ether gear is. But I got to say that was pretty cool. The way he just pushes her in and seals it again. So I guess maybe that's what I guess that's maybe what the title of the chapter could be based upon, and he just goes away, and he's sealed in, and Rebecca's kind of sealed in with her arch nemesis, Libya, and I don't even know why he would she would actually feel pity for her. I guess because she's not very nice to her anyway, Rebecca in the first place, and she tried to double cross her in the first place. So I don't understand why she would even bother with that woman. But then in this chapter, we also get the reveal of the final element for Earth, and he kind of looks like a mummy, to be honest, and looks a bit like Frankenstein. And yeah, I gotta say, his design looks kind of crazy. But this, considering he's the final one that's been released, so he might be the strongest one out of all of the Element Four. But we're not sure anyway. And then I want to say the fight between what's he called again? Uh, Shiki and Jin, it's heating up, and we learn of a new thing called overdrive. So I'm guessing overdrive is like the advanced mode, or like the, what do you call it, the power up for ether gear. And there seems to be a comment on how his ether is actually floating around his body, and I gotta say, it looks pretty cool. And I hope Shiki can use overdrive as well. And there's this panel as well where we can see his ether kind of floating around his arm in a circular spiral. So I thought that was very cool indeed. And I'm hoping that if it is a power up, then we'll see Shiki unlock that power as well. But yeah, but despite this, Shiki still puts up a good fight against Jin. But we can definitely see that he's on the receiving end of this fight, and yeah, Jin's definitely doing a lot better. And what's it called? Sylph has actually gone off to has gone off to fight Homura, and this fight is kind of hilarious. It's so typical Hiromashima, and I'm telling you, there's always something kind of etchy going on every week. And the first thing we see is the wind is going. It's what's it called? It's pulling up her skirt, I guess. And there's a panel where she's trying to hold down her skirt, and I thought that was kind of funny in the first place. And we see Homura try to cut the wind. I thought that was pretty cool, but it doesn't really work against her. And yeah, this Sylph definitely seems kind of strong, and she has an ability that kind of steals ether, so that's pretty crazy as well. And the fight, it's definitely one sided, and we see Homer losing, to be honest. And and this wind kind of surrounds Homura, and it absorbs her garment, and she's pretty much naked. So this wind is very convenient in the sense that it only takes her clothes. That's such a classic Hiromashima thing to do. I guess. So it wasn't anything new. It's not like, oh my god, what's happening. It's kind of a typical thing that he would do, but it still makes me laugh. I mean, I don't know if it's meant to be funny or serious, but I find these scenes especially hilarious. And yeah, so the final few panels were actually I quite enjoyed the final few panels, the final four panels, because it gives you a sense of suspense. Like everyone's kind of backed in the corner. We see Homura, she's backed in the corner against Sylph. We see Shiki's backed in the corner against Jin. We see that Rebecca's backed in the corner against element 4 Earth guy, and we see that Weiss is also backed in the corner because like he needs medicine and he's on his bed. So I thought the final few panels were really quite powerful, and it definitely is very suspenseful. But yeah, the highlight of this chapter was definitely the Homura thing because I don't know, I just found it so ridiculous, and yeah, it's very funny. And yeah, this was a very good chapter indeed. Actually, it's very enjoyable, and I can't wait for the next one to come out. Hmm.